Previously on the Goblin Market. The mission is to make a name for Gregor Wint and expand the power of the manor. But Wint Manor is a dump. There are bandits camped by a bridge in Wint Woods encroaching on the wildlife, kobolds and ogres menace townships, and the merchants in the region are pressing landowners to sell them more food to keep trade in the region relevant. But the wheat is disappearing. Maybe because the dwarves up mountain have dammed the two main streams in the region, causing the snowmelt rivers to dry up to a trickle, which causes all the harvests on this half of the valley to shrink. Charnak's study of the wheat blight found the Wints have infected their own wheat with ergot, a blight that boosts harvests of bulgur and planora grasses, but also runs the risk of making the eaters of the wheat go mad. Finally, there is more to Gregor as a ream than the crew once thought. Dinfa discovered that piloting him feels a bit like putting your hand in a puppet and finding another hand inside of it. And now Dinfa has a new ream, Busk. What are they going to do next? It's anyone's guess, in stealth, as it was in history. You're listening to the Goblin Market.
To the river they tread, only to be swept away.
Morning and evening you may hear the cry, candies and berries and baubles to try, sweet to the tongue and sound to the eye, but heed words of caution when you then decide to come by, get, come by, get, come by, get, come by, get.
Just beware the Goblin Market.
Hey, everybody, and welcome back to the podcast. You are listening to the Goblin Market on the Dungeon Dads Network. As always, I'm your DM, Tom Blaylock, and I am joined today by Sam Frank, who will be playing Charnak the Botanist. What's up, Sam?
Hey. Ready to mess up some dwarves.
Wait, is that what we're doing now?
They've had it too good for too long, Tom.
These fucking dwarves, man. I swear. Tim Carr, who is playing Eabis and Davman Stone... Eabis the Kyber and Davman Stonefeet, the Ream. What's up, Tim?
I thought you were about to say Snowflower. I was like, whoa.
No, I'm not doing that. And John Watson, who is playing Dinfa and also Busk.
I suppose we'll see what happens. I'm excited to bring that guy back, though.
I was going to say that's a real callback to the interstitial when Sam was not recording with us that weekend.
That's right. It was fun.
So John that's why it's fun. Is that what you said?
I said that's right. It's fun. No, that's not why it was fun. But it was fun for the callback.
Yeah.
That's why I've never heard that episode.
Yeah.
He's not a Patreon subscriber, so.
What a dick. Well, you guys ended last episode, and you had decided to go talk to Jax the merchant, I believe, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And you had already reamed up. You had put on your Wint colors, so I suppose that means splint mail and studded leather, depending on what your particular flavor is. And who is piloting Gregor in this episode?
I've written in my notes that I am piloting Gregor next.
Okay.
Because I was just about to ask what the fuck that means in terms of his ability to wear armor, that kind of stuff. Obviously, if he's the Ream and he has the ability to wear plate or whatever he was wearing before, it seems like he should maintain that. But if I'm playing and I become a sorcerer in him,
yeah, so
that's where it gets confusing.
So it's going to be confusing, and this is basically what it is. Like, you are taking over. You don't really know how to move the body right in plate armor. So your stats for while you're piloting Gregor are going to be the same as you were when you were piloting Davman. The only difference is obviously he's a big guy. He's 6'2". I think there's opportunities for fun where you are used to piloting a 2.5 foot or however many inches person. I will leave that fun to you.
He's also a lot faster.
he's a lot faster. Yeah, so you'll have those things that will just sort of adjudicate as it comes.
Okay.
But like he's still a piloted sorcerer, right? Which I think is going to be kind of interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting mechanic for these Kybers that don't necessarily have the ability to do this outside of the bodies, to take over whatever body and completely transform the abilities.
Yeah. So, and I will say, I think you would just assume that you would have like luck of the small folk or whatever it is that you have. You probably won't.
Right. Get the racial benefits. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you probably won't have that.
So let me clarify a lore thing here then.
Yeah.
Which is, the abilities that we have in our piloted reams are sort of meant to be a unique combination of pilot and ream.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially like the magic casting and stuff, it's stuff that our knowledge is combining with whatever their natural essence is to allow us to do this.
Yeah, that's
right.
what I took it as. Yeah.
And so to me, this is saying something specifically about Gregor, that for some reason he's sort of a wild card.
You are 100%
when it comes to
right.
reaming. Okay.
Yes.
When it comes to reaming.
And I think
he's a bit of a wild card.
And yes, and
a joker, one might say. Yeah.
And when you have the choice to pick your reams, it's a bit like in Ollivander's shop. You know what I mean? Like you are the ream.
The wand chooses the wielder.
A little bit, yeah. Like you, I wouldn't let you choose a ream from Idea's reams that wouldn't work with your particular
skill
set, right? That if one of you wanted Busk, I would be like, yeah, well, he does have, like, if you wanted to be a sorcerer, I'd be like, maybe he has some latent magical abilities, but there's already going to be some problems with Busk, as I've been hinting earlier. He's only open to be fully reamed when he's been drinking a lot. So
oh lordy.
So when it comes to grooming Busk,
motherfucker.
Sorry, John.
Guys are gonna start calling this podcast woke.
We're making these jokes. This is a central mechanic and terminology to this campaign. This is not like a side thing.
That's right. This is like really its core.
Yeah.
And we explained where it comes from.
Totally. Yeah.
From the ancient Greek.
Being open to reaming is a central conceit of this campaign.
All right, let's move on.
All right. Okay.
Cultivating the ability to have multiple people enter you. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. No
and
more,
scene.
Sam. No more.
You're looking at me like I did this.
All right. So Tim, I'm moving on.
Just one more thing.
Yeah. Cut all of that.
This is a bit of a tangent and a reference. Surprise. Did you ever watch R. Kelly's Down Low video?
No.
With Ron Isley.
Yes.
It's a big epic. He's like
multi-arc.
cheating with a gangster's girl, and Ron Isley's the gangster, and it was one of those like MTV like 10-minute videos. But at the end, Ron Isley has like had his thugs beat up R. Kelly, and he's out in the desert, and he picks him up, by his scruff, and he looks him in the eye. He goes, "Look at me. Look at me. I did this to you."
Jesus.
And among me and my sisters, that became a catchphrase for like 6 years.
Wow.
Like, who left the lid off the mayonnaise? Look at me. Look at me. I did this to you.
I did this to you.
So I just had a flash of like, who put all this sexual innuendo in this campaign? And Tom.
Yeah, that's my line probably. That would be my line. Yeah.
Hit me with it.
Look at me. Look at me. I did this to you. Is it like that? Is that it?
Perfect.
Hey guys.
Couldn't have asked for any
look
better.
At me. Here I am, Lord. That's one of my favorite lines from the Bible, right there. Sorry, John.
And now a reading from 1 Corinthians.
So I want to start with Eabis entering Gregor. I'm sorry.
Take a breath. Take a breath.
I'm sorry. I want to start with Eabis entering Gregor, and tell me how, because it's different. I want it to feel a little different than the other when you're using Davman.
I mean, I don't know that Eabis's ritual would be that different, right? I mean, that's how she knows how to
totally. Then do it that way.
Push the dominate on. So she might find something to stand on. Because even kneeling, I think, I mean, she's not short, but she's also not tall.
Right.
Let's see. Hold on. How tall is she? I even wrote it down. Did I even put it on here? Yeah, I mean, she's 5'6", so she's a reasonable size. So if he's only 6'2", so he kneels, so maybe she doesn't need to stand on anything.
Okay.
But I think, remind me what's written on the back of Gregor. Does he have something written on the back?
Good
to go.
No. I'm sorry. Ready to roll. That was it.
Ready to roll. That's right.
Ready to roll.
Good to go. Look at me.
Look at me.
Hey guys, look at me.
Oh God.
No,
I did this to you.
So yeah, I mean, Eabis's whole thing is it looks like she's going to scream loudly, wildly, but not a sound comes out as she basically stares him in the face. And then his eyes just have a moment.
Okay. So if you guys are watching this happen, as she is dominating Gregor, you can see that his skin, it's almost like it ripples.
Yeah.
Like it's almost like the tiniest of muscles are quickly contracting and letting go, and contracting and letting go, and it makes it seem a little bit like liquid all over his skin, and you see the tiniest blue sparks on his skin as it happens. And Tim, I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Motherfucker. Wisdom saving throw. That's a 9.
Great. Okay. It doesn't feel very different from when you are taking control of Davman, except that as you're entering, you are still hyper aware of your own body for a little bit longer than you normally would be as you're doing the dominate. So like, it's almost like you have taken over the piloting, but it's like you're seeing a mirror twice over as you are, looking into each other's eyes. And it's really weird. Like, it just feels very, very different. And is there something that you've been thinking about recently as Eabis that you did not say out loud? Something about the mission? Maybe you wanted to do something different than this mission?
Tell us your secrets.
This is meta conversation, Sam. This is between me and my DM.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think Eabis had a different plan, and I think Eabis started to interject some thoughts during the conversation with the king. I don't remember if I remember what my plan was.
So it's okay. So just think about this. It's almost like you have this epiphany that you have been getting stepped on and kept down by Dinfa and Charnak and Zagat for way too long. And you think you need to speak up more. That your idea was definitely better than this cockamamie shit that you're doing right now.
Okay.
And it's, it's just kind of like it just like strikes you like a lightning bolt, and then it passes. And as Gregor, you're kneeling down and you see Idir behind Eabis, and he catches her and he sort of gingerly carries her over to the cots that he has set up in the shack. And he says, "Very well, are you all ready to go?"
Now I have another decision to make. Which is, what voice do I use here?
Are you okay there, Eabis?
Yeah.
You're being awfully uncharacteristically quiet.
I am good. This feels strange.
Well,
I am slightly uncomfortable in this body.
well, you seem to have taken over very well. Say what you will about the traitors, Vunk and Hanky, but they were a hell of a pair of Ream trainers.
Yes, they have trained him perhaps too well. I did not expect another body to be so easy.
And you can cast.
And then I'll try casting Thaumaturgy. And just, I guess, we're inside, right? So there's some flames. Just make the flames brighten.
So what does it normally do when you brighten the flames? It just adds.
I can cause them to flicker, brighten, dim, or change color for a minute. So maybe I'll change the color of one. So you're concentrating on one of them to change color. Yep.
And what color do you want it to change to?
I mean, it's a normal flame, so let's make it blue.
All right. And every flame in this room is suddenly the bluest of blue. And you feel like this is the most powerful you have ever been when casting Thaumaturgy. Like, you normally would only get one flame, and it's like it's like you almost couldn't control how wide of a scope this thing went in.
Okay.
So to speak. Okay. Very good.
Are we doing this yet?
Yes.
Are we ready? Are we ready to go?
We can go.
Deva! I'm ready now. I'm ready now. Is this really how he has to be every time?
It is not how he must be every time, but you have chosen a very small pup when it comes to the reaming arts. He can handle this. You will not even feel the alcohol in his system when you take him over. I guarantee it.
Oh, good. I appreciate it. All right, Busk, calm down. Ready to go now. All right.
And I try to. He has splint mail on, which is not good. Not he's something he's not used to. But I'm checking it, making sure it's in good shape. And then I try to put on my little helmet as I put on his little helmet, and we are able to kind of sync up.
Okay, excellent.
And it seems very awkward. It's very weird doing this for him instead of for Reese.
Yeah, it's kind of sad.
Yeah.
It's so sad. I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, great. 18.
And you are not drunk. But you feel the body. It just moves. It's hard to tell if this is just because you haven't piloted him. It is nothing like piloting Gregor. Right? It's sort of like, it's like, you used to drive in a Honda and suddenly you get in a Toyota and they're just a little different.
This motherfucker.
Like, it's a little different.
Yeah.
And
it's a little looser.
A little looser.
A little more loosey-goosey.
The clutch is like you got to put your foot almost all the way off the clutch for it to engage. That sort of thing.
Yeah, I hear you.
So that's a reference for Gen Xers. All right. So Idea bundles everybody up together, and all the reams that are not in the reams in training, they are all now armed and take defensive positions around. And Idea says, "Oh, we are practicing for more dangerous times. It will be fine today. We will run drills while you are gone."
Charnak is just looking at this motley crew and bemoaning the state of his crack Kyber team.
It's pretty shitty.
Am I the only one who knows how to pilot around here?
I'm
Let's
sorry.
have Splendor do a back handspring.
I'm sorry you get to keep yours. Forgive me for having mine walk out on me.
Choose better next time.
Charnak, just wait. You will be here next.
Fucking Norman, step on him.
And are you in Splendor now?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I changed when nobody was looking and didn't make a big deal out of it.
Okay. All right. So you have the map of the region. It is not it's not crystal clear, but it's sort of like it marks the major pathways. And you are heading toward Hardat city to meet the merchant Jax. And I suppose you're going to get on your way.
Well, there's
Yes.
one more thing I want to do before we go.
Do it, Sam. Go ahead. Whatever you want to do, it's fine.
Sorry, that joke's probably not going to get old for me for a while. I just want to let you guys know.
It's fine. It's fine.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so you walk the 800 feet of the gravel drive that I mentioned last time. It is by far the nicest piece of workmanship in the whole manor. Is this road? And as soon as you get to the gate, there's
It's almost
Leo.
as though they prize nothing so much as the ability to easily enter it.
That's right. As almost that, or exit it, as the case may be. And there's the way station is there, and you see Leo Guile again. He's the one that you met, who is the king's nephew, and he is there, and he just says, "Be careful. Don't do any heresy or treason today."
Now, Leo is the father of
Gregor's
friend,
best friend,
right?
Robert. Yeah. Yep.
Robert. Okay.
Yep. Be well. And you are making your way along the path. It starts off the same way you came in to this to the manor after the fight with the kobolds, and then it sort of branches off toward the north, and you continue walking. It looks like it's about a 6 or 7 mile walk to the town, which shouldn't take you very long, an hour and a half or so in armor, and you're not like busting ass. And
It's just the three of us, yeah.
it's just the three of you. Yep.
Okay.
And
Wait, if it's 6 or 7 miles, we can't be piloting.
oh yes, you can.
I thought it was we had to be within a mile,
I think we're pulling the bodies along.
but then
Yeah.
it's not the three of us.
Then it's
There's
not
a
the three of
problem
you.
here.
Yeah. Sorry. Yes. Sorry. Sorry.
It's
Back
just
up.
maths.
Yeah. So yeah, they've got a wagon set up that Idea is pulling,
Trailing
with
behind us.
trailing behind you
About
on,
half a mile.
on the path. Yep. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like if we knew this was the thing, we would have waited to actually enter till we were closer. But it's fine.
Sorry.
We-
This
no,
is
it's
a
okay.
DM problem.
No, I think this is the way to do it.
No, we
I
got to.
think
You
You're
gotta be
walking with bodies in a wagon. Real
no,
cool.
to the citizens of Hardat, I think we need to present as our piloted reams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
You need
If
to
we're
look like
going
a
to be
hero.
here, like these are the personas that we are going to be interacting with people with, and the whole Kyber ream thing is something we want to keep under wraps.
Yeah.
So change in private, and
Yeah.
then they've got a covered wagon that they're guarding and keeping near-ish.
Okay.
So you are you get about you've walked for about 45 minutes or so, and Eabis, give me a perception check or survival, whichever one is better for you.
Can I give a perception check?
No, you may not.
Okay. Perception check. 12.
So there seems to be something very dangerous up the path, about 700 yards or so. It's like almost a smell, and that you have reached this crossroads where there's something that's a little bit bigger than a deer path that goes to the west, and you've studied the map. You know that this is just a little bit longer way, and you never get too far away from the main road. But it seems like maybe this is the way if you want to get behind these people to surprise them.
I'll relay that information to the group.
Okay, what is it you see?
I smell something. Others, do you not smell it?
Do I smell it?
No.
At the moment, no. All right, I'm going to signal to the wagon, to Idea.
We should sneak around behind.
I'm going to try to get Idea to stay back.
Do I recognize any smells? Like if I were to say it smells like death and
yeah, it smells like death. It smells like death. It smells like extreme body odor. Like
bandits that wouldn't have had access to
possibly,
something like that.
So 2 questions. 1, the wagon's like half a mile back still. Right?
Yes.
And 2, what is the countryside around here? Are we going through forest? Or is this wheat fields?
It's forests. Okay. You're walking along the edge. The west is forest. The east is more valley, as it sort of like goes downhill really gradually toward the river.
The river.
But the river is so low you can't see it, you can't hear it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a trickle at this point.
Okay. I have many faults, but failing to trust Eabis is not one of them.
No, you've got the scent. We'll follow you.
Very good. It is nice to take such long steps.
Should we be sneaking?
As we did in history.
Sneaking.
I will do my best in this clunky body.
Yeah.
Given the scent, they may not be that far ahead of us. We should be sneaky.
I rolled a 17 stealth.
Great.
Already rolling the stealth, huh? Hold on.
Yeah, I don't think my stealth is going to be very good, so.
As per always, excellent.
Well, I'm going to be scouting ahead.
Yeah.
From the front?
From the front.
From the front this time.
Mine's a 7.
And then, how do you want me to roll this? Because I've got proficiency, but I'm not in armor that I would be proficient with as a sorcerer.
No, he's not wearing armor. You're wearing.
You should be in regular
you're
clothes.
wearing your normal thing that you would as your piloted ream. So give me your stealth roll too.
All right. 9.
All right. So Charnak, how far ahead are you scouting?
I'm gonna say probably 200 feet.
Okay. All right. So then give me survival and perception checks as you go.
For me?
Yeah, for you. This will let this one thing like stand
survival,
for the whole thing. Okay.
12.
Okay.
Perception 11.
Okay.
Just a little bit better than average.
So you hear them banging around behind you, like anyone who knows how to listen in the forest will be able to tell that there are people there.
Mm-hmm.
And at least in one case that they are trying to be sneaky. Okay. But you're heading, this thing goes, and it's a semicircle that sort of sneaks a little parallel to the road, about 500 yards from the road itself. You start to head almost straight north. And as soon as you make this turn, which you didn't realize until you're very close to it, you see a mill right in front of you that is on the banks of another small stream, and it is eerily quiet here.
So we come to the mill after all.
And the I don't know what you want to do. You have like 30 or 40 seconds before the guys reach you.
Do I recognize this mill? Is this the same mill that Gregor's girlfriend was supposed to be at?
It sure is.
Is it a coincidence? Quiet at the mill. I am going to move off the path and take 20 seconds to find the best hiding spot I can.
Okay. So I'll give you advantage on stealth then. That's a good idea.
Okay.
And go ahead and give me that roll.
22.
Okay. All right.
And then I'm going to let these guys blunder into
Now,
whatever this
what
is.
we should have done is, before you wandered off, set up telepathic speech with you and me.
Yeah.
But we
Don't-
didn't.
But we didn't.
Yeah. You were too distracted by the new body you were in, the long
Right.
legs,
The
the
long
big
legs.
strides.
And obviously, I'm going to keep looking out,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
For anything.
All right. So I'll give you one more perception check because you're looking at the mill now.
Okay.
Okay.
8.
No, okay.
That's a natural one.
It's a natural one. Okay. Yeah, the wheel's not turning.
I am so good at perceiving.
I know this is like your big thing.
Mm.
And
Sorry,
I
man,
rolled
it sucks when it's
a
like
4 and a 1.
All right. So Tim and John, as your characters approach the mill, you are Tim. Eabis is just filled with anticipation, and
Is this Gregor's anticipation?
it feels like it's yours.
Okay.
It feels like there's something very good here at the mill. Safety.
Okay.
You know, it's sort of like you probably feel more like, oh, the baddies on the road can't get us, sort of
Okay.
thing.
Okay.
Here. It feels very safe. And then for Dinfa and Busk, I'm going to give you. This is going to be the last perception check I allow for this before you actually hit the mill. But you sort of look around and something doesn't seem quite right here.
All right. Perception. 11.
Okay, so here's what you notice. There are huge stacks of trees that have not been turned into that haven't been stripped of their branches yet, that have been felled very nearby, but it looks like someone just abandoned all of these trees. Like it's working time right now and no one's working it, and that seems weird.
Would the trees be reminiscent of what we found with the ogres?
It does not seem to be similar to that. It doesn't look like
So this is a sawmill or a grist mill?
it's a sawmill.
Okay.
Yeah.
So sawmill, but nobody's working.
Nobody's working there. Yep.
Okay. This is odd, Eabis.
Hmm.
So quiet. I can only hear myself. In fact, I'm wondering if they haven't even caught on already. Maybe I'll just stand up and you hide.
I think it will be okay.
All right.
I'm confident we have nothing to worry about here.
Can
All right, I trust you.
I ready an arrow?
Sure.
Like sort of have a constant ready action rotating?
Yeah.
For anyone I see with hostile intent?
Yeah. Sure. Okay.
What's Gregor's girlfriend's name? Do we know?
Olivia
Miller.
Olivia Miller. Okay.
And it's really Olivia Miller's daughter, but but everyone just calls her Olivia Miller.
Okay. And Eabis knows that? You've told us that?
Eabis knows
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, because Tim doesn't know that.
Yeah.
Clearly. Yeah, so I think Eabis would take a pretty straightforward approach toward the mill, feeling at ease here,
Okay.
feeling safe. I think he would establish telepathic speech with Dinfa, given the proximity, since he can't do it now. Otherwise, but I mean, he can't do it with Charnak, given the distance.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
But I think there's no reason why they can't stick together. It just allows them to not look like they're talking to each other.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So you're going to go in the door in the front of the
I mean,
sawmill?
I'm going to approach the building.
Yeah.
I didn't think
Still-
we were right up on it yet.
Super quiet. You don't see any people. There is a door on the building and it's wide open.
Okay. There's no horses around or
No
wagons.
horses, no nothing.
No signs of other people.
No.
Not even the normal people that would be there to work.
That's right.
I'm pulling out my halberd. It's at the ready.
Okay.
I guess how big would the quarterstaff be? Or would it not be a quarterstaff, given that it's
a club for
right?
Gregor.
It's like a stick. It's a little stick.
I mean, you can
I thought
use
it was
a
like
quarter.
four
You can
feet.
use a quarter. I mean, a normal quarter staff is like 6 to 7 feet.
No, I'm just
long,
talking
so-
about from what Davman would carry, right? Like the
Yeah.
halfling quarterstaff versus
You,
one
you
for
could have
Gregor.
gotten a nice big stick that I won't.
The manor is not so poor that they don't have sticks.
Yeah,
Right,
you get a quarter staff that's pretty good. So you'll have your normal quarter staff, except now instead of doing whatever a D4,
He can use
that
a
you
short
do,
sword too. So if Gregor carries, I don't know if Gregor normally carries a short sword. That's a
you'll-
proficiency.
You'll have a short sword and a quarter staff that you can
Okay.
you can use both of them,
Okay,
either one of them.
come. Let's see why it's so quiet.
I'm right behind you.
All right.
And then I stick my head in the door.
Okay. As soon as you stick your head in the door, you see 4 men on the ground, just pin-cushioned with arrows, dead. Stacked.
Stacked. Okay.
Stacked.
So they've been moved here.
Yeah.
What do you see?
There are bodies. 4 dead, riddled with arrows.
Arrows. Get in. I turn around and I
now
try to
that
back in.
they're sort of standing in the doorway chit-chatting, I'm going to come out of my hiding place and walk over.
Okay.
What's going on in there?
I've turned around and I'm looking all around us.
Are there windows that we can? Is it light enough in there to see reasonably well?
You can see okay. It's
Dim light.
Yeah, it's dim light in there. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. No, I can't create light with thaumaturgy. So I'll just we'll come inside and investigate. Are these do these look like bandits or these look like workers?
They look like workers. They look like mill workers.
Well, I didn't do it.
So how far away are you?
I could have,
Charnak.
but I didn't. I don't know. I was assuming I caught up with them.
Okay, so you're moving in toward them. Dinfa, you said you are looking around all around outside, yeah?
Yeah, so I'm gonna let Gregor walk in. I'm gonna turn around and kind of block Gregor's body with my own, since I'm the armored one.
Okay.
And I'm waiting for I'm waiting for Splendor to get here, and I'm just scanning the area.
Tell me where you're looking.
I'm looking in the direction that they said the men were,
Okay.
that we were trying to sneak around.
Okay. So I'm going to give you a perception check or investigation. Well, I guess that's more investigation for this. Investigation, and I want you to, you're going to have disadvantage on this one.
Disadvantage with investigation. Can I have disadvantage with perception?
Yeah, sure. I'll give you disadvantage with perception. Yes.
All right, here we go.
Yeah.
6.
Yeah. You're looking that direction, and it's sort of like you don't see anything in particular that would have done this.
Can I ask a question about the layout of the building here? Because I have an
Yes.
idea. 1 story, 2 stories. I know mills sometimes have upper machinations.
It's 2 stories high, but there's not a second story
Okay.
inside. It's just a tall building.
Right. Okay.
It's made to take and the river side of the building is like wide open. So it's
Right.
more like a lean-to where there's 3 walls.
Okay.
and you could sort of load logs up from the river onto the saw and cut and then put them back on the river without doing anything, or you could put them up under, standing straight up 12, 14 feet high.
Right.
So,
okay. And how many windows to a side? I'm guessing there's like I'm guessing it's longer on one end.
It is longer on the edge that you went in on.
Eabis, stop counting windows. Get inside. Get inside.
I am inside.
Yeah, he is inside.
He's inside.
Who could
I'm blocking
be
the door.
watching us from the forest?
Yeah.
I have an idea, but I don't know where the threat is most likely to be. But I can open a window from afar, and if we have eyes from another window, perhaps we can make them reveal themselves.
Shutters. There's not glass, but
but
shutters.
Like thaumaturgy can blow open shutters and close them, so I can basically play whack-a-mole with the windows and have us looking out another one, presumably ready to spot where they are.
And if Splendor's inside, I'm inside as well.
That sounds like a good
Flipping
plan.
around the
How
wall.
many windows are there?
3. One on each wall. One on each wall.
Of course. Couldn't be 2 on a wall. That would be too easy.
That would be too easy.
All right. So you are all 3 in the building now, right? And then so it's open on one side toward the river, and
I would like to investigate the dead bodies.
okay. All right. Do the
Can I do that, or is there
investigation
urgent
or medicine?
action?
Yes, you can. I'll let you do that. Investigation or medicine, either one.
I suppose it depends on what he's looking for.
Yeah.
God damn it! 9.
Wow, you guys are really terrible on these.
Roll
on
the
these
4.
rolls.
All these skills are nothing if I can't roll above a 5.
Yeah. Here's the only thing I'll tell you. All the arrows look the same. So it looks like they're not. They weren't made by a different person.
Mm-hmm.
Now, did you say there are 2? You said it opens out to the river.
Mm-hmm.
Where do we come in from?
You come in from the opposite the river.
So
the
there's
door.
another opening.
Yes,
There's a door.
Other side. So you're coming in a door, and then the whole side, the whole northern side of this is just open completely.
Okay.
It's
So
basically a lean-to.
I'm going to go check out that area.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to go toward the water.
Okay.
And just to make sure that all entries are covered.
Are there any trails of like blood from where they were dragged in?
Yes, you could.
I probably could have seen that if my investigation check was higher.
I mean, I'll tell you, if you're looking specifically for that, you can see that where you've walked in.
Yeah.
There's definitely it looks like something was dragged here. Like, so it looks like maybe they were dragged in through the door and not the riverside.
Got it. Okay.
Okay. I'm going to perceive the riverside anyway.
Okay.
You said disadvantage?
No.
Right. 14.
Okay. So you're looking along the river, and you see on one of the trees a rope that is like hanging down, and it doesn't look like it's tied to the tree.
But it's just in the air.
It's just in the air.
Guys, look.
What?
Look here. Look there. There's some kind of weird rope,
It's not hanging from a branch.
but it's just hanging in the air. Have you ever seen this?
No, go pull on it.
Can I get to it easily?
You'll have to cross the river, but yeah. I mean, I say river. It's not a
Stream.
river.
It's like a creek.
It's a trickle.
It's a trickle. It's like 3 or 4 inches deep at the deepest, and about 4 feet across where you are. Like, this is that no logs will float down this thing. This is
Okay.
not. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll cover you from here.
All right.
I'm going to find some cover and hide.
Should I present myself as Gregor to make a name?
Not yet.
Ooh, you are the lack of armor. Eabis, it's bad. It's bad. I've got it.
So I'm going to head over to the rope.
I will tap on my mage armor.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Just because you don't see it doesn't mean it's not there.
I'm just glad you remembered to cast it before the arrows started flying.
So you are in the river as you're crossing, and it is an acrobatic feat what you see. You see a man flipped upside down, slides down the seemingly along the rope. His feet look like it looks like there's like he's hanging from a hole in the sky, and his feet are like locked in on something
I know
that
what
you
this is.
cannot see.
I know what this is.
and he has an arrow knocked, and he releases it at you. And let me get this thing here.
All according to plan.
And he has advantage on this.
How far is this thing away?
100 feet from the building. It's just across the river here. All right.
4 foot wide river.
Yeah. Okay. 23.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay.
Now, hold on. Wow. Okay, we can resolve this first.
You were saying you're going to have an arrow knocked too?
Yeah, I and I don't know how we want to adjudicate this, but I sort of feel like anytime Charnak is covering the area,
Yeah.
he's essentially readying an attack.
So here's what I'll do. We'll roll initiative,
Okay.
and whether you get to act.
If I win initiative, I don't get it, and if I lose initiative, you may consider giving it to me.
No. So basically, you'll be in the surprise round. Yes. So yes, you're
Okay.
right. You'll be in the surprise round because you have this thing readied, and
Okay.
if you beat him, you will have you will be able to shoot him before he shoots. And if you lose to him, you'll shoot after he shoots.
Okay. I'm going to roll my initiative.
Is everybody rolling?
Yes, everyone will roll.
Guess what I rolled? A 4.
Guess what I rolled?
You have
A 24.
Oh my god.
I mean, I got 7 on initiative because I have a +3, but
Okay.
damn, man.
Okay.
13.
16 for Gregor.
Okay. All right. So let me get this thing ordered right. So there will be a surprise round
Okay.
here.
But he's shooting first in the surprise round.
He's shooting first, and then you will shoot. I will give you, because you've been like readying this action. You've constantly had this thing ready. So
I think our eyes are on the rope, right? Like,
yes,
that's the other thing about it. Is like a rope out of nowhere.
But I definitely know what this is, but I think it would be a surprise if somebody just kind of flips out.
Yeah, they're just
sure.
flipping out. So the first one hits 5 piercing damage to you.
To me.
To yes, yep. And he is going to add D10 to this.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
3. So you take 8 total.
Let me
right.
put some booty in it.
And
D10.
yeah. And then the
Dang.
second one.
There's a second one.
Natural 20.
God
Yeah.
damn it. Why stop critting on me?
Sorry, I just critted you so hard. 11.
All right.
So pow pow. And I'll let you fire next. So
Okay.
this guy is upside down.
Coming
Like-
back at him.
Yep.
24.
Oh, that's
a
big when it
hit.
counts.
That's a hit.
So he's got to be
Okay.
holding on like by his legs or his feet.
Or somebody's holding his feet.
You just can't tell exactly, but yeah.
So that's 11 piercing. But I'm also going to use one of my favorite foe
Okay.
charges and add a D4 to this.
Okay.
4.
Okay.
So that's 15 piercing total.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, I rolled an 8, and that's max damage. That's the most I can
Yeah.
do with one shot
That's
without
awesome.
critting.
So you fire your shot and you
Mhm.
hit him mid body. It sticks in his studded leather, and you can tell like this is not the first arrow he's taken today, and he looks like hurt, and we're back in the order. He's still dangling with his feet, and he is going to fire again. And this time he's looking for Charnak. So where you were hiding, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've got cover in the sawmill.
Okay. Let's see here. He's going to
As
Probably
full
in the-
cover as I can get.
Probably
He's
in
in-
the shadow too, because
Yeah.
it's
Mhm.
got sunlight and shadows. And
I have fallen into shadow.
So you'll have I'll give you 3/4 cover for this. So you'll
Okay.
have
Is that a plus
plus 5? Yeah. And 25. What's your AC?
20.
Oh, so he's gonna hit. And
God damn.
okay. That's a 9 plus. He's also gonna do an extra D10 to you.
An extra D10.
Yeah, he's like this archer. Oh, 9, that's
God
18
damn.
you just took.
Oof.
And he's gonna fire at you again.
He gets 2 shots. I thought
2
it was
shots.
2 separate guys.
13.
13's gonna miss.
Gonna miss. Okay. And he uses his feet, and you see him do a sit up, and he crunches his body in half, and he is up inside this like weird little hole that is in the sky. And now you can see the rope is hanging out of it, and there's a hole, and you can almost make out like a small room up this rope by a tree. And it is Charnak's turn.
no, it's different. It's different than what I thought it was, but that's okay.
It should be
It's Davin's
Eabis,
or
right?
Gregor's
Eabis.
turn.
Sorry, yeah, it's
Yeah.
Eabis. Sorry, the Eabis doesn't have a name on his tracker for some reason.
I don't see a name on any of the trackers.
I see it, everyone's name except for yours. That's okay.
Anyway, I think so. Eabis as Gregor will probably just charge out,
Okay.
run across the river. 30 feet is as much as I can go. At 30 feet, can I see him?
You at 30 feet, you cannot see him, but as soon as you get like onto the riverbank, you hear, Gregor, he has me in here. Gregor, he's already killed father. Gregor.
I'm coming.
And you have a very strong desire
Yeah.
to save this woman alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if I can't, shit.
And you hear, shut up, mule.
Mm.
Oh
can't-
shit, did he just call her a mule? You better get him, Gregor.
The problem is I can't fucking cast shit on things I can't see.
Oh, and you didn't take any damaging cantrips, did you?
I mean, I have, but they only have a range of 60, so I have to dash to do it.
How far away is the rope?
I mean, the building was 100 feet. He said,
Yeah.
and we were inside.
Yeah.
So,
So-
you're about 70 feet away from the
Yeah.
thing.
I think I'm just gonna. Is there any cover between here and there?
Not really. I mean, the bank might provide you some cover if you sort of laid down on the
Right.
bank after running, but the problem is getting up, then it uses half your movement.
Yeah.
So if you're like just trying to get there,
I think I'm just gonna dash.
okay.
I have
right.
that compulsion to.
So you
to
run
hearing the
right
voice.
past Busk / Dinfa, and you scurry up the riverbank. And when you get to the bottom of the river, to the top of the riverbank, you are only about 40 feet away from the hole, and you can see up in it, and you can see a woman in it, sort of back against this small room inside this area, this unexplained, crazy area
Okay.
above the rope.
All right. That's
This spell does not require concentration, correct?
I don't think so.
Which spell?
the small room
Rope a
area
trick.
spell.
The one we're all pretending we don't know what it is.
I don't know. Does
if
it?
Well, the question he
Yeah.
asks because we hit the archer. So if the archer needs
He
to do
didn't roll anything.
a con save, then
Yeah.
he's just making sure you didn't forget. Tom.
I will tell you, no matter what, the archer does not need to do a con check.
There we go.
Ooh,
It ain't him.
no matter what.
Okay, so that's my turn.
Okay.
I
And
do have a sword drawn. I don't have a shield. I don't have proficiency
You have
with a shield.
proficiency with
yeah, you
shields?
don't have shield. Yeah, you don't have shield proficiencies. Okay, Dinfa, it's you.
Okay, how far is the creek? How far am I from the rope?
70, about 70 feet from the rope. You're in the middle of the creek right now. So
70 feet from the damn rope. Okay. Well, that probably won't work. I'm gonna run. I'm gonna dash to the rope, and then go prone.
okay. So I'll tell you, you're not going to get a whole lot of now. If you're going to dash from where you are, you could get behind a tree.
Okay, well, then I'll get behind.
So you could get behind the tree. That's like
Full cover.
What kind of cover?
I mean, you're a big guy. These trees are not that big. It's next to a sawmill. They kill these trees when they're not too old. So I'm gonna give you the smallest cover you can get, whatever, half cover plus
what
2
would
AC.
what would going prone do if the thing's above you?
Yeah, that's actually going
Would
to
make you a bigger
more
target.
of a target at this point. At this point.
No, that's not the rules of the game.
That's
That's not the way it's written.
That's
but
not
like-
the way it's written in the game.
I know.
But that's
I know.
ground to ground.
I'm
I
just
know.
saying.
All right. I mean, look, I will give you I will give you half cover around one of these trees.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay. All right. And then it is you, Charnak.
Half Eddie. I am gonna ready. I'm just gonna ready a shot
Okay.
for the next time he pokes his head out.
Okay.
Or I should say, the next time anyone with hostile intent pokes their head out
You
of
can't
that
tell
hole.
intent, although, but
I can tell if they've got a bow and they're aiming it.
I gotcha, which you will do now. So he pops down to shoot.
Okay, here we go.
All right.
28.
Wow.
Shit.
That is a hit. What's that +2?
That's my archery fighting style that I had not
Good job.
enabled before.
Good. Awesome. That's a hit.
That is 10 piercing damage.
Oh. Okay.
Thunk.
Yeah. And he is going to go for Gregor now because Gregor is the most open
Mhm.
at this point.
Charging ahead.
Charging
no armor.
ahead. I'll save you, Olivia. All right. And let us do it here. Oops.
Would have been better if I'd actually remembered what Tom's voice for Gregor was when I picked a voice for Gregor, but
You're still finding it. That's all right. Eabis is still finding it.
Okay. Does an 8 hit?
no.
Okay. Does a 7 hit? A natural 1? Just wow. And he is getting like doing the sit up to get back in, and you see a foot kick him like as he's sitting back up. And I'm going to give him a dex saving throw. All right. And he almost falls, and he sort of like comes back up, and he says, "Mule, I'll kill you." And then he gets up, and you can see a different pair of hands pushes a woman's face down out of the hole, and she's struggling to stay in. And it is your turn, Eabis.
She's struggling to stay in.
Yeah, like they're forcing her, like they're going to push her out of the hole.
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't really have much that I can do about that. I don't have feather fall.
It's about 30 feet up.
I will, and I dashed, so I was 60 feet movement, so I'm 40-ish feet away from there.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I'd want to get myself underneath to potentially catch her.
Smart.
And that's going
It
to
also makes you a sitting duck.
It makes me the smallest target I could possibly
That's
be. from
true.
overhead.
That is actually true. It does. It does make you the smallest possible target with the angles.
But my head being the first thing that would get.
So when he moves under there, can he see anything? Can he see more
as I get
or
to
less?
30 feet, can I see anybody? I guess is the
I
question.
mean, the hole is small. It's about like street manhole size. And you can see that there are hands that are pushing on her, and she has sort of like spread out to make herself big, but her shoulders are already out of the hole.
Right. Okay. Can I see one of the other ones out there?
I mean, you can kind of see one behind her who's the one who's like forcing her in. You can't really see the archer. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, I think I have a feeling that Gregor's instincts here and his feelings are sort of coming into this.
Yes.
In a way that Eabis would not normally take into consideration.
Yep.
But also her living would be good for Gregor's reputation.
Yep.
So I think he's going to prioritize getting underneath. And I'm guessing that means I have to use a dash.
Yeah, because you're about 40 feet away.
Because I'm 40 feet away. Yeah. Which is a fucking shame.
But with that extra 10 feet of movement, or the extra 20 feet of movement, you could lie prone.
Make myself bigger.
God damn it,
Aim
those
for
are the
my
rules.
chest when you fall.
I mean, I would argue that I'm making myself prone by standing right underneath this thing.
Yeah. But, yeah. All right.
Yep.
Ready to catch.
Wait,
Okay.
wait a second. Hold on a second.
I mean, you've dashed.
I've dashed, so I don't have any more. Yeah. Okay.
Well,
no, that's.
I mean, I'm not saying you got to do this because it may be what Busk is going to do, but you could start climbing that rope.
Yeah, but it's high, it's 30 feet up, and then I can't catch her.
You're right.
Yeah. So I'm not going to do that, and I can't ready anything because I used my action.
Okay. All right, Deanfa, it's you.
All right, I'm going to pull. I'm going to pull out a page in Charnak's book. I'm going to pull out my longbow, and I'm going to aim for the first archer that comes out of that thing.
Okay. Now you do have there's a little gap that you can see the guy pushing her in.
So I can see someone.
You can see someone.
Okay.
Now he's got both hands.
That's a hell of a shot to make.
It's
That's
a
a
small.
I'm
it's
like aiming at this girl.
Yeah. I mean, there's definitely cover, and the cover is the girl. So
That's not happening.
okay, because I was going to say like the way I would adjudicate that is if you shoot like and you're within the 5 of the cover that the cover is
if it's
giving,
the cover that saves him.
it would be the cover that gets hit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm hearing you. I don't want to do that.
Okay.
I'm doing the same thing where when I see a bow and arrow aimed at somebody, they're getting fired upon.
I got it. Okay.
All right. And same for me.
All right. And
I'm like, God. But there's also a little bit of like, oh, this arrow in my arm really hurts. Show your face, you bastard. I got one more here for you.
all right. And she's pushed even further out. And she is just fighting to stay in and not fall. And that's the turns. They're not shooting through. And Eabis, it's you.
God damn it. So I can only see one of them, right? I just see the one that's pushing.
That's right.
And is climbing speed the same thing as moving speed?
It's half.
It's half.
God damn it.
So you get up half without a thing.
And then we had a long rest before we started this thing. Yeah?
Yeah.
We slept it off. Okay. Great. So I can't see the archer, right? I can only see the one holding her.
Yeah. I mean, who knows? It's hard to tell who's who here,
Right.
but there is a baddie that you can see.
But can I see parts of 2 distinct baddies or just one?
you can only see the one that's got his hands on her.
Got it. Okay. I'm asking because of acid splash, which can hit 2 targets.
I gotcha. I gotcha.
But I have to be able to see them. And I guess this is a mechanical question I don't know the answer to. Is like, it's not I'm assuming it's a reaction to try to catch somebody because there's no way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
of
course. I mean, look, it's 30 feet is a hell of a lot. If you're doing it right, you're gonna like get her and then go down with her to break the fall. It's not really going to be catching per se.
Right.
I would let you lessen the damage that she takes significantly.
She's going to have like 6 fucking HP.
It's going to not be good. It's not going to be good.
This is so dumb. I mean, I'm not even going to be able to get in because she's going to be in the way.
Yeah, it's hard.
Where'd you learn this human shield bullshit, Tom?
On the mean streets of Okinawa, that's
right. I will yell to her to grab the rope.
Okay.
And then do I magic missile or dissonant whispers is the question. This motherfucker.
Ooh. That's a hard choice.
It's a hard choice. I mean, magic missile is guaranteed a hit. There's no save, but it's probably not that much damage.
Will the guy drop what he's carrying, or will he just move back with what he's carrying? So,
Yeah.
That's a...
If he has to move away, though...
Yeah, then he
can't move away very far.
Yeah.
But he can clear the hole.
Away from the hole, though. Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
And probably bring her back.
So you'll hear Gregor say, Olivia, hold the rope. And then cast dissonant whispers on the one that he can see. And that is
I like this.
Yeah,
DC 13 spell save.
Hold a rope. Hold a rope. Hold rope.
Hold rope.
Hold rope. New nickname for Olivia.
Great.
All right. What's the saving throw?
It's a DC 13 wisdom save.
Ooh, this guy's not great with wisdom. 10. All right. What's the damage?
Baby.
Give me the damage.
So hold on. I got to roll 3d6 here.
3d6.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Wow.
Big rolls.
11 psychic damage. So 1 and a 4 and a 6.
So she reaches down to hold the rope, and you don't see anything, but she suddenly looks not quite as tense, and you hear the other one say, Rufus, no! And you see him sort of like, for a second, you see one face and you see a body that just comes down and there's a hand that just drops out of the hole.
Huh?
You have killed Rufus.
Got it.
You have killed Rufus. He did not have a chance to run away. He had 10 hit points left. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then what happens to Olivia?
So she's holding on, but she's now looking a little steady in the hole.
Okay.
Like half her body is in the hole and half is out holding the rope.
But she's holding the rope, yeah.
I
can't climb. I'm not strong enough.
Just slide down. Hold it. And that's my turn.
Okay. All right.
What's her initiative in this thing?
I'm giving her 0 initiative, so she'll act at the end of the turn.
Because you could slide down 30 feet in a turn.
Yeah, you could.
That'll hurt.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, but I'm at the bottom.
Alive is better.
Yeah, she's not falling, right?
I just feel like she's the kind that'll go, that burns, and then just drop.
And just drop. Yeah, just death.
Not when
just
you're going to die if you drop.
I
You'll
guarantee
take the
you.
burn.
I guarantee you.
All right, Deepa, it's you. Deepa gives me a guarantee.
Wait. Hold on. So you did the rope climb at the gym, and then this fucking burns and just fell to the gym floor? No, come on.
Yep.
I saw him do it.
You just went, I'm 20 feet up in the air. What could go wrong? Ow, my hands. Fuck it.
That's a lot higher than
I'll just sacrifice my legs.
God damn, that sucks.
I'll just tell you, when I first met him, he did not have flat feet. So that was a rope declining injury. Sorry.
All right,
Deepa, it's you.
Okay. Nobody pops out, huh?
Nobody pops out. Not yet.
Do it. And
I mean, look, you see a guy in there
I saw
now.
the guy die.
It's just-
I saw the guy die. She is hanging on the rope, but
and you do see the other guy up in there. You can see
right,
him.
but I
It's
still
a
could
small
hit.
hole.
I still could hit her. Is she blocking him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's still 3/4 cover. It's still going to be +5.
All the stuff. So how far away is the rope?
From you, 10 feet.
And it's 30 feet high.
30 feet high.
Okay. I'm just going to say in my head, catch her when she falls. And I'm going to put it away and I'm going to start climbing the rope.
Okay.
So I'll run
She's
10
going
feet
to
and then
hit
I'll climb.
you on the way down.
Climb 10 feet.
Okay. So you're going to climb 10 feet. Are you going to dash? You could dash and get all the way up to
Get all the way up
like
her.
5
Whoa!
5 feet away. Like
I don't know
5
if
feet.
Gregor would feel good about that.
You can get to 5 feet below.
Let me think. Get to 5 feet under her.
Yeah. If you dash.
That
That'll
puts
work.
you at disadvantage with the arrows, too.
That'll work. I'm gonna get to 5 feet under her,
Okay. All right.
and I'm gonna have my I'm gonna be holding the rope tight, and I'm gonna pull out the halberd one-handed.
Whoa. Okay. That's not what I expected. I thought you were going to try to catch her or get her hand, but that's cool.
I told my friend to catch her.
You told your friend to catch her.
30 feet below.
All right. You got a halberd in your hand. So Charnak, it's your turn. You see arm fall through. You see the Olivia is holding on. She's got curly red hair. Even from this distance, you can tell she's kind of messed up. Like she's definitely been roughed up, and she's now holding with both hands on the rope, and Busk, this like giant like hulk of a man, has climbed up the rope, looking like he's about to like rescue her, but instead pulls his halberd out.
No, Busk, don't do it.
She's
Looks
got
like
to
he's
go.
about to chop her hands off.
She's got to go.
She's blocking my way.
So Charnak is going to come out of cover now, advance 30 feet, so 70 feet away, and ready another arrow.
Okay. All right.
So still covering the hole, but now advancing.
Yeah. Okay. And on her turn, she shimmies out of the hole, flips around, and she's holding the rope, and she is like ass to face with Busk / Dinfa. And she says, I cannot climb around you. I cannot climb around you.
Climb on my back. Just drop down.
Drop. It's too far.
Just come down. Keep coming. I'm right here.
On your back?
I'm right here.
Okay. So she like climbs up and over, and she's like holding on your back, and then she gets very scared, can't find the rope below you. And so she just grabs around your waist, and she's like, I'm slipping. And that's her turn. And then from the hole, the archer drops down, not holding a bow this time. I'll let you get your shot off on him, Sam.
All right, here it comes. 23.
23 is going to hit.
And my D4. That's 10 piercing damage.
Wow. Okay. Ooh, almost. And
Die, you son of a bitch.
And
This hurts.
he's holding a dagger, and the dagger is glowing red with flames. And
Wonderful.
it looks like he's about to strike at you, Dinfa,
We know what he's cutting.
but he cuts that rope. And Busk and Olivia are falling from the sky. And
Can I get a reaction with my halberd to hook the hole?
oh, yeah, okay. Okay, I'll let you try to like catch the hole. And it's not going to be easy.
Sure.
You just stab him and bring him with you.
Yeah, it's not going to be
Well,
easy.
that's my original plan, but if
Right.
I like, maybe if it's maybe if it's like a net 20, I hook him and we all fall.
I'm going to give
Mhm.
you. I think is this a dex or a strength check?
I'm
What do you think this is?
gonna say
And I'll be honest. Put in
check
your DM
dexterity.
hat.
I'm gonna say dexterity.
Dexterity. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're going to have a dex check. DC 13, no proficiency. DC 13 to hook into it. And then I'm going to give you a second check. If you do this, an athletics check to remain holding on to the halberd.
Okay.
With the extra weight and the sort of shifting of the thing. So you're going to be falling a little bit. So the dex check is to get it in. And the strength check is to hold on to it.
To leave it in?
To get
Yes,
it
to
in
be
and
able
leave
to
it in.
Yes, sure.
All right, here we go. Hold on.
Right. Didn't somebody have Polearm Master?
That's me.
I'm not giving him any kind of advantage for Polearm Master.
No,
for hooking
what I was
his
going to
halberd.
say is, okay, if the guy is within striking, moves to within striking
Oh, that's
distance
right. I
of
get
you.
an attack.
Oh,
You get
I get an
opportunity
attack because
attack.
he came out of the thing. I get an attack. I need to.
Now here's
But-
the
that
thing:
shit.
it uses your reaction.
Yeah, that's right. This is the reaction if you hit him.
I'm going to take the
But then,
attack.
but you can
He
do
doesn't
that
cut
before
the-
he cuts
He
the
doesn't
rope.
cut the rope. I'm going to take the attack.
Okay.
I'm going to take the attack.
If you kill him, yeah.
Fuck. It's a 10.
Wait, why does it say butt end? You're not doing it with the butt end. The Polearm Master, you get to attack with
I
the
thought
full.
that was attack from the butt end.
No, the butt
No.
end is the
That's
bonus
your
action.
bonus
action.
attack.
Fuck it.
Roll that again.
You get a
It's not
straight up
butt end.
attack.
14.
14 misses.
All right.
Ugh.
Also, if this
And-
dude's smart and he's going to cut the rope, why just do it up above? Why even stick your head out?
Well, well,
fuck you.
I think it's more. I think he was like looking down and he realized like how far
Yeah,
Busk
right.
was, and he couldn't hit him, and then he gets the idea to cut the rope. So that's what he does. He cuts the rope, and now, you
Now we're just
are
falling.
falling together, and you have a hard choice
Only
here.
25 feet.
It's only 25.
Only 25 feet.
She is holding on to you.
Mm-hmm.
You could turn around to like.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the full. I'm gonna just let her land on my back. I'm gonna take the full brunt.
Okay, so
Shit.
Busk is now falling like face first down off this thing. He is so strong that he's able to rotate his body. You can get a reaction to get out of the way, or try and like
Break his fall.
break the fall.
Fuck. I drink a potion of expeditious retreat and run the fuck away. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I mean, I think the two of them. I mean, honestly, the instinct, if Gregor's feelings are kicking in this much, would be to try to
Yeah,
like pad Olivia, and you know what I mean, like almost like let Busk fall sideways. Not that he's going to have any time to communicate any of this,
Right.
Right.
But maybe he says, Olivia, like
Let
come
go.
to me, yeah, come
Olivia,
to
I'll be your pad.
me.
yeah.
And then I don't know, maybe she gets a reaction to try to come to me, but I think he's not going to try to break the fall of both of
Okay.
them. That
Yeah,
seems like
okay.
a splatterfest.
Okay. So, all right. So I'm going to adjudicate this way. You're falling. You can, what Eabis is doing is going to affect your acrobatics check and the effect on Olivia. So,
Okay.
So I would say normally if you pass this check, she would take half the damage. If you
Okay.
pass this check, she's going to take quarter damage. And if you fail it, she'll only take half damage.
Okay.
And this is a DC 14 acrobatics check.
All right. Not doing so great today. 8.
Advantage. You got Eabis down there who's like basically doing the help.
16.
Okay. So 3d6. She has 4 hit points. It's going to be divided by 4 here. So I mean, it's a full. If you do the full
Well, now 3d6.
Yeah.
Why?
25 feet.
Yeah. 3d6. All right. this is
D6 for 10, a
divided by
D6
4.
for 20, a D6 for
That's 10.
5.
Divide by 4.
It's 3.
2.
2.5, but we'll give it 3.
Round down in D&D.
Yeah, 3.
And
Round down in D&D.
and Dinfa, because you're trying to take the full brunt,
Mhm.
you are not lowering yours at all. You take 10.
Okay.
And you take another 2 when she lands on top of you. No, just kidding. that's the full.
Like, man,
the full thing.
that's just brutal. All right, ouch.
And so she lands and she says, Gregor, oh, it was awful. They attacked us just moments before you arrived.
I'm sorry I was not here earlier.
Wait, Gregor, what's... Oh, hello, Vunk. It is... Thank you for arriving.
You are welcome.
Yes, I'm very... Father is dead. Sam is dead. The 2 workers are dead. We did not even see them.
Shut your yapping or you're going to be dead. Look at the hole. Look at the hole.
We must move out of the way.
Yes. Oh. And as you're talking, the rope is pulled up. And the rope is pulled up.
Well, he can't.
Sorry.
He cut it.
cut.
The
fell.
rope's already cut. The rope's already cut. Sorry.
And nothing happens to the hole when the rope is cut.
No.
No.
Like he can't stay in there, can he?
No, he can stay in there.
If it is what I think it is, it only lasts an hour.
That's true. That is true.
We don't necessarily know that yet, but
Yeah.
I
No,
could
we don't.
Arcana it.
Yeah. So,
But whose turn is it?
so that was it's Eabis's
turn
turn.
0.
It's Eabis's turn, but
Isn't
now
it's the archer's turn, no?
that was the archer's turn. Is cutting
Okay.
the
He
rope.
cut the rope.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
So the archer calls down and says, I have a bead on you. Just leave me be. You've already killed my leader.
Not a chance.
I was just following orders.
Tell us who your leader is and maybe we'll go easy on you.
I'll toss him down to you. And the guy, the arm that's dead, it's like it pushed out the hole and this body falls down and barely misses the 3 of you down below. And he says, "This is Captain Oliver. He is a guard for Hardat Castle."
Does he look like a guard from Hardat Castle? Is there any livery?
He is definitely. Give me a perception check. I'll put this up to a perception check
From any of us?
from the 2 of you that are
15.
down there. Yeah,
12.
so
a lot of blood, and I've been watching The Boys, so I can see how this went. But
yeah, it's bloody, but you can tell
we're all covered in gore.
You can tell that he is, when a sort of a rich guy decides he's gonna go slum it, and he does these like little tricks, like he puts a black piece of grease, like streaks it across his face with his thumb, like it looks like he made himself look like a bandit.
Got it.
He looks, his nails are cut, his fingernails are cut. He's got an unnaturally curly coif. It looks like he's had it touched up, well washed, but his body and his clothes are dirty and
Sure.
and disheveled.
There are a lot of ways this can end, but us leaving you alone isn't one of them.
Please, I just follow orders.
Well, then I order you to come down.
Who are you? Are you real bandits? Are you the ones from the bridge in Went Wood?
I am Gregor Went.
You are the nephew?
Come down.
But we are on the same side. Lord Gregor.
Then you must come down and explain your actions.
But you will kill me. I've heard you can split a man's head with your double axe.
I am apt to split more painful parts first if you do not come down.
I don't have another rope.
Jump!
I cannot jump. I
I'll
am
catch
nearly
you.
dead.
Ha
Do you have a rope?
Throw down your bow.
And your knife.
Oh, this is my family knife.
Not any longer.
We'll give it to your offspring.
He's going to kill me.
It is your choice. You cannot stay up there forever, I imagine.
He said this spell lasts forever.
And
We
you
shall
have
see.
Food.
I sit down and I start
and
setting
water.
up. I start setting
Can
up
I
camp.
do an Arcana check?
Do an Arcana check.
20.
Rope trick. It lasts an hour, and it's been in there for a while. You can see that it's already started degrading a little bit.
Dinfa, we should step aside.
Oh, I will step over here. Do you want some of these rations? We can sit here and have a picnic.
Just throw them up to me.
Bow.
That rope
now.
trick only lasts an hour, and I think this one may only have a few minutes left in it. No need for further discussion. We will simply wait for him to come to us.
No, please. I just want to go back to Hardat Castle, where I can I just want to go home.
We can help you down.
I will consider catching you, but you must tell us what we are asking.
If I wasn't so interested to hear what this guy has to say, I would have shot him 3 times by now. This hurts so bad.
It's either this way or the hard way.
Very well. Send me up your rope, and I will come down. I will descend it.
I pull out my rope. I have rope.
Tell us why you are here killing men.
It is the mission.
What mission? Whose mission?
He looks at you and he says, "The stand of trees is round." And give me a perception check or a history check.
Yeah, I was like, he's looking for code words. 9.
11.
Do we all get one?
No, this is just for
Eabis.
for Tim here.
Oh, I guess because Gregor.
So you hear in your mind, pardon me,
Huh?
I am with you. He is asking for a password.
That much is obvious. How are you speaking to me?
I don't know. I had the same conversation with your comrade. This never happened with Vunk.
Either way, what is the password?
I believe the answer is, but the grove still burns.
But the grove still burns.
And the archer sort of looks down and says, that's not quite right, but it's close enough. Yes, you know why we were here. We were here to starve out the Baron's lands. Of course.
Of course. And remind me why killing mill workers aids that.
We were told not to hurt the girl, but that was it. That she was very important to you.
Olivia, are you hurt?
No, but they killed father.
Well,
Kill
yes. Half hurt.
Yeah. Kill him. Kill him for me, Gregor. He should not live after what he has done to my father and my family.
No, you should not.
Please throw the rope up and I will climb down.
What is your name?
Stephen. Stephen Archerman.
Jeez.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Caught me off guard there. Stephen Archerman.
Stephen, I still sense you have more to tell us.
I'll tell you everything. Let me have some of those rations and
I think you talk first.
I'll explain. Send the rope.
Oh, am I seeing the space you were in suddenly become...
Please hurry.
Talk?
Please.
Speak?
I don't know. We've been making deals here. We've every soldier that comes and answers the call of Lord of Baron von Wendt, we hire him away and either put him to work at Hardat Castle or worse, we send him to the bandits. We've been here on a scorched earth mission. You know all of this, Gregor.
Does Gregor know all of this?
Gregor, I mean, you wouldn't know whether Gregor is talking
I don't know if Gregor knows.
Eabis, yeah.
In my head, Gregor sounds like we will have a conversation about this later.
I don't know anything he's talking about. I don't understand. I don't even know how I knew that password.
Vunk.
Possibly.
Maybe much has happened. If you...
Or the woman.
The woman.
When she piloted me, I felt the whole world in a different way. She opened me up to new things.
Stephen, I must have hit my head. Tell me who is behind these plans.
I take orders from men who take orders from men who take orders from Julius Greybeard. That is all I know. I would not be here without the king himself knowing.
And the king does not like Baron von Wendt.
He doesn't like challengers.
And Tom, for me, Baron von Wendt is Gregor's uncle.
Is Gregor, yes, it's Gregor.
Oh, it's Gregor. Okay.
Gregor, his father, yeah.
Got it.
Please, I feel like I'm about to fall out of this hole. Please. Please send the rope.
Olivia.
Yes.
Let us step away. Shield your eyes.
Okay. And she turns away.
So we're gonna take a few steps away. I'm gonna leave Dinfa there.
Okay.
Okay, here comes the rope, and I'm just kind of fiddling with it. I can't quite get it to. I don't know how this works. Anyone know how this works?
In my head, toss it maybe 12 feet up in the air.
Oh, here it is. I got it. I swing it, toss it a little bit, to fall. Oh no, I'll try it again. Oh,
and then maybe step out of the way.
I do that until the spell ends.
And he falls, and he takes. He lands. It's unexpected. Like he just the liminal space just disappears on him, and you see his whole body. And 4 bags, backpacks, and a small chest fall out of this hole, and crash on the ground. And the chest pops open, and it's full of vegetables and fruit. Chest is the wrong word. It's more like a box. And the bags also fall, and he falls, and he lands straight on his chest and dies. And
just then the wagon pulls up.
No, there's no they couldn't go on the deer path. To stop. Yeah, okay. He told them to stop back on the path. So
okay. I was like, oh look, we have a place to put all this loot.
Yeah. Yeah. And Olivia turns and says, Vunk, are you... What is wrong with you?
I am not Vunk.
Not Vunk. Are you the kidnapper then?
No.
Well, who
it
are
is,
you?
It is complicated.
Well, whoever it is, I like you more than Vunk, and maybe even more than Gregor. Thank you for saving my life.
You are welcome. I was compelled. Gregor cares for you very much.
Well, I know that. If his father would only let us marry, I think all of this would be for naught. That was the deal that they made. Gregor and his uncle.
Gregor made a deal with his uncle.
Yes.
To get you married?
Yes, that we could marry. once the Baron was dead, and his lands absorbed by the kingdom.
I see.
And you hear Gregor say, "It's not true. It's not true. I would have never done that. I would never give up my kingdom.
I know
I'm going to take it over.
That is our
His
mission.
barony.
No, I will take over the entire kingdom. That has always been the goal."
Clearly, Olivia will not be happy with your plans. But perhaps you can marry her if you care for her so much once you have inherited your own lands.
Ask her about our daughter.
Oh shit!
Damn.
And that's where we'll end episode 9 of the Goblin Market.
Before we go,
Okay, what are you gonna do?
I'm getting that knife. God damn it!
Yeah, you can get that knife.
Was that just like a flame blade?
No, it is. Well, I can go through it with you in the bonus, but you have a dagger that has a minute long, once per day use that causes its blade to flame and add a D4 of flame damage,
Nice.
and it lights. It sheds bright light for 10 feet and dim light for 20 feet.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, jump on
Lots
the
of
Patreon.
threads to pull.
Jump on the Patreon because we're going to be chatting. I'm
Yes.
confused.
Yep.
Yeah, there's some things
Indeed.
going on here.
I've got some ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Cool.
Patreon.com/DungeonDads. We
Thanks.
appreciate you listening. We appreciate you chiming in on Facebook or X or Reddit or.
And I think we got a raven we need to talk to.
Yeah, you
Absolutely.
definitely got a raven
Absolutely.
to talk to. For
Yeah.
sure.
For sure. All right. Thanks, everybody.
All right,
thanks for coming
thanks
by.
for coming by.
Thanks for coming by.
Thanks for coming by.